It's not the candle going out that scares me. I know that it will sometime, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's when it goes out that frightens me. And most frightening of all, it's how. Will the flame be taken quickly and painlessly by a gentle breeze? Will a gust of wind catch it unawares and unprepared? Or will it sputter and gutter slowly, painfully for a very long time before the flame is finally extinguished?
Tous les jours, il faut travailler. Toutes les nuits, il faut dormir. Tous les jours, il faut travailler. Toutes les nuits, il faut dormir. Tous les jours, on fait son métier. Toutes les nuits, on dit ses prières. Tous les jours, il faut travailler. Toutes les nuits, il faut dormir. Nous sommes tous liés par l'histoire. We are all bound by the story, bound by history, forever inescapably tied to the fear and dread of our own and others' imaginary forces. The story that explains how things are. The story that tells us what is wrong, what is right, what is safe, and what is dangerous. The story that drags us to the very edges of our own imagination and then transcends them, bearing us kicking and screaming into an ever-expanding universe of hope and dread, belief and disbelief, limitless eternity and gossamer thin mortality. Nous sommes tous liés par l'histoire. Shining moon, stars so bright, make these clothes clean and white. Shining moon, stars so bright, working in the dead of night, working for the dead at night.
Shining moon, stars so bright, make these clothes clean and white. Shining moon, stars so bright, working in the dead of night, working for the dead at night.
Because that's when you see them at night. The lavandières, the washerwomen. They bring their clothes to the river's edge, rinse them in the icy waters, and beat them clean on the cold, hard rocks. The sheets are made white and spotless to act as shrouds to the bodies of the dead. Do not be tempted to go and have a look. Please don't look. And please, please don't speak. Don't let it be you that they're washing for.
It's a bit cold and dark to be working, ladies. You'd be better off coming for a brandy, you and me.
Mind you, that shirt has come out lovely. It would fit me a treat.
He's tall as a tree and he's thin as a rake. He wears a wide-brimmed floppy hat so you can't see his face. His cloak is long, ragged and black. He wears a long, patched waistcoat. His breeches are too short. His clogs are too big. He has long, white hair. Some people say he's an old man. Others say he's a skeleton. The trick is not to get close enough to find out. Oh, and he has a scythe, of course. He drives a rickety old cart that is scarcely held together by bits of wire, bits of twig, bits of leather, and bits of string. It rattles like pebbles on an old tin tray, and it creaks like a badly oiled hinge. Sometimes it's pulled by 2 horses. Sometimes it's pulled by 4. You'd think the dead would have a better cart to take them on their final journey. But the dead don't seem to mind. He's never had one complain anyway. In Brittany, they don't call him Death. They give him another name, a special one. They whisper it. They call him You harm very well. It's me, your friend, the anchor, come to turn your flesh to bone, come to make your blood run cold as iron or any stone. For though you try to hide from me, though you run far from my sight, on the highest mountain or the deepest valley, you'll see my face one night. If you sin, it is in dread of what punishment lies ahead. But those who fret are simple fools who lack the knowledge, lack the tools. It's not about being good or bad, but playing the game, keeping the rules, and avoiding ending up dead. Otros anterwen arwerione, aurdas anhagele guile, laket queer elek maman, hagantor ganan hiniman gantan. Lord Santiv de la Verite, hear the truth of what I say. Give out your justice where it belongs. Grant me the right, or grant me the wrong. This is the unfortunately named Eugenic Bollock. He's a beggar. He fears neither God nor the devil. He has no hope of heaven. He has no dread of hell.
Un bon pièce pour un vieux soldat. A good coin for an old soldier. Messieurs, dames, arms for a starving Breton hero. Trugaders, merci, thank you! Bastards! I hope the communion wine poisons you. I hope your prayer candles go out.
Oh, he's an avaricious man, which is why he's here in San Paul de Leon Cathedral at midnight at Halloween to hear the skulls speak. They know the past, the present, and the future. All things that can make money for Eugenic Bollock. At the first chime, one skull says, "Friend, can you hear me?" "Yes," replies another, "and we're here with Eugenic Bollock. He wants to hear the names of everyone who's going to die in the next 12 months. He wants to put bets on them. The skulls laugh. Let him know that the first name on that list has only 2 minutes left to live. Let him know that the first name on that list is Eugenic Borok. And long and loud the skulls clack their jaws like castanets in hysterical and terrible laughter. Ha, 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 ha. Jezu, meso wishet, Jezu, meso brau.
Jesus miso fische, Jesus miso brau, Jesus miso fische, Jesus miso brau, Jesus house of fire, Jesus house of beautiful, Jesus house of fire, Jesus house of love.
Many, many years ago, a foreign ship sank off the coast of Penvennon. Only a dozen corpses were recovered and were buried at the spot where they were found. Among them was a tall, handsome young man, more richly dressed than his companions. And so, for this reason, they decided he was the captain. On the ring finger of his left hand, he wore a big gold ring, engraved with strange writing. Now the people of Penvennon are an honest lot. They buried the handsome captain in the sand without robbing him of his ring. Years went by, and there were other shipwrecks, and that wreck was largely forgotten. But some evenings, while waiting for their husbands to return from the sea, the women would talk about the handsome captain and his golden wedding ring. There was a young seamstress called Mona, who had heard the story and could think of nothing else. She used to say to herself that a jewel was made to shine in the sunlight and not to be hidden in the darkness of a watery grave. One day it all became too much and she could stand it no longer. So that evening, her work finished, she told everyone she was going home, but she didn't. Instead, she waited until it was dark and tiptoed down towards the beach. The drowned men's graveyard was marked with a large wooden cross planted right over the body of the handsome captain. All the fishermen had gone back home, so she wouldn't be disturbed. She knelt down and started scraping away at the sand with her fine fingers. Very soon she had hold of one of the hands of the corpse, the left one. The ring was still on it. She tried slipping it off his finger, but the shriveled, pickled skin was lumpy and gnarled and wouldn't let it go. She tried cutting through it with her scissors, but even the blades couldn't manage it. Finally, in desperation, she gripped the finger between her teeth and sliced through it with a single bite. She worked the ring off with her tongue, spat the dead captain's finger back into the grave, levelled out the sand, and fled. Come and see what? Come and see the drowned men's cemetery! The whole village followed them down to the seashore, and when they reached the place, this is what they saw. At the foot of the cross, a shirt sleeve was sticking out of the sand, and sticking out of this sleeve was a hand, and the fingers of this hand were horribly clenched apart from one. The ring finger stood up, proud and menacing. It was pointing up towards the village. There was a deep cut in the finger next to the knuckle. This wasn't right. This stank of sacrilege. was at this point that Mona, the seamstress, appeared. They recognized her by her dress. You couldn't see her face at all. It was completely wrapped in scarves and shawls and bandages. Her head looked huge and monstrous. She moaned with each step she took. When she reached the crowd, she pushed her way to the front. Between her thumb and her index finger, she was holding a large gold ring. The men wanted to kill Mona on the spot, but she unwrapped the bandages that covered her face and smiled a smile now empty of teeth and filled with green pus. She had the plague.
Say a little prayer for those who've gone before. Say a little prayer for those you'll see no more. And when I'm carried through death's door, say a little prayer for me. Say a little prayer for those who've gone before. And when I'm carried through death's door, and if this thing you'll kindly do, I'll say a little prayer for you.
faut travailler. Toutes les nuits, il faut dormir. Tous les jours, il faut travailler. Toutes les nuits, il faut dormir. Tous les jours, on fait son métier. Toutes les nuits, on dit ses prières. Tous les jours, il faut travailler. Toutes les nuits, il faut dormir.